Hello, I'm Commander Lillywhite with the FG Podcast. Today we're joined by Master Chief, or Master Chef. He's a news reporter within AR2. We're also joined by a representative from the USMC who will not be named. Today we'll be asking a multitude of questions, myself and Master Chief. Unfortunately, Master Chief does not have a mic. Well, he does, but he won't be using it today for security reasons. First of all, I would like to address something that happened last night. So, USMC forces have been caught by FGHQ posing as civilians. And obviously, Fillmore Graves is a peacekeeping organization. So, why was USMC posing as civilians to get close to us? Because unfortunately, Sergeant Flo was killed due to this. Do you have any comments, USMC?
Yes, I do. Well, they're having a division and they're trying to count since FG are winning the battle. They're having a division, they're trying to make a division out of it, like force reconnaissance and something else like that, to counter FG forces.
But this is not very ethical, or it's not really conventional warfare to have your guys posing as civilians to get close to FG. I mean, when it happened, he was stood right next to me, but luckily he didn't realize fully who I was at the time. So he killed the lowest rank there, which was Sergeant Flo, because we had Imperial Peacekeeping Corps present, so he got gunned down immediately. But the point is, it's very unethical and not very conventional warfare for USMC to be posing as civilians. It is
Well,
quite. Continue.
uh, we do realize we are losing the war, so we are using unethical tactics like, I don't know,
Yeah.
posing a civilian to get closer because it get easier to shoot you guys and dead. And we're probably gonna win the way.
All right. Well, I know some people may not know this because it is relatively new because it was made up last night, but we're having a community outreach program where we can help civilians in combat or um, finding cosmetics or generally just filling out some requests. There is no set limit, but that's a talk for another day. So I'm going to go over a couple of the questions from the previous podcast since you weren't able to attend that one. So, how did this war start, in your opinion? Because obviously, in ours, we never wanted this war. We never provoked it or did anything. So, what is your opinion on how it started?
Well, it started when FG commander get into our server just to introduce their division or their group to us, and our commander and we not unwillingly willingly trying to wage a war and not only because he's bored, but he thought he was somewhat of a Napoleon, thinking that this unorganized group able to take down an organized group. There are about 100 member on it.
Well, obviously, I am the commander, I did come in there, but also, I don't think he quite takes into consideration the. Fillmore Graves is a part of a coalition that's based on Roblox. Obviously, Fillmore Graves is a multi game organization, but within this Roblox coalition, there is at least 1,000 people within it. And the coalition owner himself has given a warning to your general to stop, and yet he has still ignored that. What's your comment on that?
Well, there was like a childish act, but it's somewhat there.
Alright, let's go to one of Master Chief's questions. Um, do you think it was wise to start the war?
No, it wasn't.
How so?
Well, by starting the war and faking it out, that saying that FG was the one that causing it, that was willingly reduce the reputation of USMC and so do its group. Lying is not an option for any recruitment whatsoever.
True. So a lot of what FG does, we try and present it in the best manner possible. But then we also have, again, USMC trying to lie about things. So, for example, when they got hacked, they tried to blame it straight away onto FGHQ with no evidence to support so, nor it would be on our end. It looks like, why would we want to hack a group so small compared to our size, and we gain nothing from it. We never wanted the war, so it doesn't make sense. And it just shows the desperation of the USMC. And there's four questions, but kind of two of them already been covered. Why did the war start, and why did you start it? It actually let's review that one. Number two, why did you start the war, or why did USMC start it?
Well, USMC start the war, the commander hidden, thinking that it was a great idea to start a war on somewhat thinking that was a smaller group. You see, there's a word called if there's a war, there's a profit, which is, it's a great way to recruit member from outside and making them side with them. So yeah, but but unknowingly he was waging war against a bigger monster that couldn't be defeated.
Huh. So the final question of Master Chief was, he joined the USMC Discord to try and ask the general himself what ask some questions. Why was he banned from the Discord? And better yet, when I actually joined VC roughly about 20 minutes ago and asked him myself, he said he didn't.
No, he wasn't banned, but he was kicked. And for this weird reason, so Commander Hidden said in his office, or it's probably a secret chat. It's a secret chat for only staff. It said that he explained it, and then the reporter reached out of the Discord, which is untrue. Of course, it was untrue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the audit logs say themselves that it was untrue.
Yes.
So let me just have a quick review of some of the questions. So if USMC kind of shuts down or breaks down, will you still continue any ties with the leadership or any of their members? And if so, what will you do if it shuts down?
I will either leave the USMC or start, become a regular player of AR2, or I could just, join a group, which I plan to do so.
Yeah, playing with a group is always best.
Yep.
So this is not meant to be a long podcast. It's meant to be quite short. Do you have any comments on either both organizations, what you think could be done differently, or just in general anything you want to say about the two different groups?
Well, I could say that USMC was doomed in the beginning where he declared war on it. So yeah, it would probably crumble faster than any other empire.
I would like to note that you said he thinks himself as Napoleon. Why?
Yes. Well, we were unorganized, first of all. Second of all, he thinks that some smaller group able to take down a bigger opponent was a fool's idea.
Hmm. Do you think there would be any sort of way that UMC would be able to pull this war around and win?
No, I don't think so, due to the fact that half of a member wasn't even active, first of all. Second of all, half of the staff wasn't even do their job. And lastly, the commander was unwise. That's it. It was impossible to
Just
win
to be
this war.
clear, that the actual rank of your leader is general. Are you just saying commander is a general term?
Oh, yes, it's a
Yeah,
universal term as a high ranking.
yeah.
So if it's a
Within,
signal,
I know he's been quite angry because FG Imperial Peacekeeping Corps has managed to counter every single attack or engagement we have had. And yet you guys obviously try to start a division to counter that, but so far that has been unsuccessful.
very
Yeah.
unsuccessful.
Do you think USMC lacks the morale to continue a fight like this?
Yes, and some are even trying to defect to others or just leave or AWOL.
Also, USMC doesn't have a formal application. They're not volunteers, where in FG everyone applies and volunteers. When you join USMC, you just get drafted immediately. I mean, where's your verification process? Where's your vetting? Checking anything or even asking people if they want to join?
Well, we do have, it was supposed to be on basic military training, which is a bit um, boring. So yeah,
Alright, now we're going to end that podcast here. It's very interesting. Definitely, I'm sure, Master Chief, you've got a lot of information and notes you'd like to share. Yes. Thank you to anyone who's been watching. You can find all FG social links linked on the YouTube. Have a nice day.